Everyone, myself Anand Sakti. I welcome all of you at my YouTube channel. Today I have taken another topic from Indian polity, the preamble of the Indian Constitution. In this discussion, we will know all about the preamble and its and the meaning of the key words contained in the preamble like sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, justice, liberty, meaning of equality, fraternity. So, all the meaning of all these keywords we will know in today's discussion. Before proceeding, let me begin. What is preamble? Preamble, it is the introductory part of our constitution. It is the introductory part of our constitution. Our constitution begins with a preamble. Now, what does it specify? What does our preamble specify to us? It explains the basic principles and the objectives of our constitution. I have written here the basic philosophy or the objectives of our constitution are explained by the preamble of our constitution. Apart from this, the preamble reflects the grand noble vision of the founding fathers of the Constituent Assembly, the grand noble vision. It reflects the grand noble vision of the founding fathers or the members of the Constituent Assembly. Also, the dreams and aspirations or the vision of the drafters of our constitutions are reflected through the preamble. That is why even preamble is called as the summary. Preamble is called as the summary or the essence of the constitution. It contains the essence of the constitution. In the words of K.M. Munshi, who was also a member of the drafting committee, he said regarding preamble that preamble is the horoscope of sovereign democratic republic. Preamble is the horoscope. In the words of K.M. Munshi, preamble is the horoscope of our constitution. In the words of Pandit Thakur Das Bhargava, who was a constitutional expert and a member of the Constituent Assembly, in his words, preamble is the most precious part of our constitution. It is the soul of the constitution. Here I have written, preamble is the soul of the constitution. It is the proper yardstick. It is the yardstick to measure the worth of the constitution. So, these are some of the beautiful explanations given by the eminent personalities with regard to the preamble of our Indian constitution. Also, N.A. Palkhiwala, who was also a constitutional expert, according to him, the preamble is the identity card of the constitution. You know, identity card which gives the introductions of us. So, preamble is the identity card of our constitution. We can note these definitions so as to use it in our answers. So, this is all about preamble. It is the introductory part of our constitution. Now, who proposed the idea of the preamble before the Constituent Assembly for the first time? The idea of the preamble was proposed by Jawaharlal Nehru through its objective resolution. Jawaharlal Nehru introduced objective resolution in the Constituent Assembly on 13th of December 1946. What does it mean? The objective resolution. It provided the basis for the formulation of the preamble of our Indian Constitution, and the language which we see in our preamble, it derives its origin from the objective resolution which was moved by the Jawaharlal Nehru, and this objective resolution was adopted on 22nd January 1947. So, this is all about the background of the preamble. The objective resolution is the main basis through which the preamble derives its present content. Now, let us know what are the ingredients of the constitutions. What does our constitution reflects, or what does it informs to us? The constitution, our constitution tells us about these following things. Our the preamble of our constitution, which starts as, we the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. So the first word, the very first word, we the people of India, it simply means, it simply tells that the source of authority, the constitution derives its power from the people of India. So the source of authority is we the people of India. Another thing which we can conclude from the preamble is that the nature of the Indian polity. The preamble of our constitution declares India to be a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. So the nature of Indian state is depicted by the preamble of our constitution. Another important thing which we can derive from the preamble is that it specifies the objectives of our constitution. We can read in the preamble the objectives like justice, liberty, equality, equality of status and opportunity, the idea of fraternity. These are the objectives of our constitution. And also the date of adoption of our constitution. In our preamble it has been written the date of adoption, that is 26th of November 1949. On the date of 26th of November 1949, we give ourselves this constitution. So these four things which we can know after reading the preamble. Now let us know the meaning of the keywords. Meaning of the keywords contained in the preamble of our constitution. Keywords like, I have written in short, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic. We will know the meaning of these words in detail. First of all, the very first word, as our preamble begins with, we the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign. What is the meaning of this term sovereign? It implies that India is neither a dependency nor a dominion of any other nation of the world. Now what is the meaning of this term dependency? It simply means that up to 15th of August 1947, till before India get independence, we used to be a dependency of England, or we can say that we were a colony of England. So this is the meaning of dependency. But after getting independence, that is on 15th of August 1947, when Indian Independence Act was passed in the British Parliament, we got the status of dominion, that is we became dominion. Now what is the meaning of this term dominion? It means that now India is free to take its own decision, but only the head of the state will be the king or the queen of England. So this is the meaning of dominion. When India got independence on 15th of August 1947, it got the status of dominion. We became the dominion of England. It simply means that all our executive tasks will be performed in the name of head of state, and head of state will be the king of England. However, when our constitution was enacted, that is on 26th of January 1950, when our constitution was formally enacted, then we became complete sovereign. On 26th of January 1950, we have our own constitution, and now the head of the state will be the president, not the king of England. So we became complete sovereign on 26th of January 1950. So sovereign simply means that India is free to conduct its own decision both internally as well as externally. There is no authority above India, or no nation can dictate India with regard to its policies or decisions. So I hope the point is clear to you, the meaning of sovereign. Another word is socialist. What is the meaning of socialist? It is a principle, it is a political theory. Socialist, it simply means that the production and distribution of production and distributions are owned by state, but ours, we have adopted the brand of socialism, that is democratic socialism, not communistic socialism. What is a democratic socialism? In a democratic socialism, all the means of production and distributions are not nationalized. Means that there is existence of both private sectors as well as public sector. But in a communistic socialism, all the means of production and distribution are nationalized. This was all about sovereign and socialist. In my next lecture, I will discuss another thing, that is secular, the meaning of secular, democratic and republic. Thank you. Thanks for watching.